lost a few wages. Still coming rampant, misbehavers. Still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers. Still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages. Start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead, they were like, oh yeah,
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up.
It's week 10 of the NFL, and we'll see Frankie Louvu. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Jets and the Chiefs next on Madden NFL 24.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storm.
There you go.
I'm with the kids like Diego.
God. Yeah, all these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Frankie Louvu. He was terrific defensively last week with the...
Come on. Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll find Hall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Back to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now an option play on 2nd down. So a heck of a move. Man, 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On 2nd down, a rumble Hall. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now...
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, now a play fake here on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Rowe. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. He's going to keep this again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, first down. On first and 10, it's Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And the Jets are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for first and goal, but they'll take it.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here.
Tag. 18
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he was able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Ready, set. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. To throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he is going to have a Jets first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many.
Oh, now meanwhile, contact downfield on the deep ball. Penalty flags come showering in. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now back to throw. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback dive.
Here we go, strike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Jets! Tutu Atwell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
Exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And finally taken down at the 34. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was a big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here.
Now Hall to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP-caliber football we're witnessing.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They run it with Hall off the option. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he's taken down. The Chiefs sack. Chris Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. before they're inside the 25. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to
a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see if they can do to prevent a future win from slipping away like this one was.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state gon' run them down.
Yeah, bag my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of, oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived.